So you guys have been on the road for a while now. How's the tour going so far?
It's going good. People are coming out to the shows, and I think we have a nice package with us. And we have first Uncured, and then we have the really cool Caspian being out with us on the road. So I think it's going good and smooth so far.
Okay, let's talk about your latest album, The Fall of Arts. How was working on this album?
It was pretty much like it's been in the past. It's Jonas and Anders. They're writing the core structure and the pretty much like basically the songs, and then we others comes in and put our kind of spice and ingredients into it and work it out like in the studio.
So did you do anything different this time in terms maybe of sound and recording?
It was a different studio and a different guy we work with is Carl Daniel Lidén in Stockholm, really talented guy. He recorded us in Västertorp in his own studio. So that was a little bit different. For Dead and Kings we were recording lots of stuff in our own rehearsal place, our own headquarters as we call it. But now this time we went to have an engineer actually recording us.
Was there a particular theme for the lyrics?
I think it's the same as always, it's gloominess and darkness.
What do you like most about creating an album?
Ooh, I think that would be something directed to Jonas or Anders. I'm only spicing it up with my own kind of bass playing, and so I guess that's my favorite part of the whole process.
And do you guys have a favorite song to play live from this album?
From the new album,
Yeah.
we've on this tour just started to play Passer, the last song on the album, and that's turning out great. It's really fun to play. It's very happening. It's demanding and at the same time very airy and progressive. So it's a good live track and it's really fun to play.
You have another particular favorite?
Always had a little bit of a crush on Last Song Before the Fade to play that live, but yes, Moyo says Passer is a cool gem to break out in a live situation.
So with so many successful albums, how do you guys choose the set list?
I try to mix and match between the older records and not to leave those out, and of course to promote your new album because that's the one we're out promoting right now, but not to have too much of that and leave those old hits behind, but try to like work it out. It gets tougher and tougher because of course with every album put out there comes more songs into the mix. You have to like a little bit of having a battle in between which we want to play. Probably we could do a 3-hour long set if we want to play everything that we're like into play. So, but we're not Bruce Springsteen. So.
And in the past, you performed entirely Last Ferdial Gone Down and The Great Cold Distance. Is it something you consider doing again?
I wouldn't not consider it, but we were doing it quite much recently, and we even did that with Viva Emptiness as well.
Right.
But then we played it from the back to the front, so we like just switched the track positions. So working your way up until the first song of the album. But I think it's fun to play those kind of anniversary things and play a whole album in its entirety.
Would you like to play another album entirely?
Well, let's see what happens if we're gonna do Night is a New Day 2019, you never know.
Yeah? Do you still identify with the earlier music?
Yeah, absolutely.
Any album in particular?
I always had Great Cold Distance as a favorite, and that was also the one that kind of like opened up my eyes and ears for Katatonia in the past before I played in the band, and I think that's still one of my favorites.
Do you have a favorite album of the earlier stuff?
My favorite albums would be the first and the last.
Ah,
I think that will always be the first and the latest. I mean, the first album was when I discovered Katatonia, and the latest album will always be the latest album we do, so that will always be my favorite.
Okay. And you know that many bands are influenced by Katatonia's music style. Do you keep up with the music scene?
No, not really. I don't really like track them down who is inspired by Katatonia. I used to listen to what like appeals to me at the moment. But of course there is like bands for instance I saw a band shirt with Daylight Dies. It's friends of the band, and I guess they're a little bit influenced and well, can't really start to name drop bands, but of course there's people like influenced by that music.
I assume you heard the Shining cover of For My Demons.
Oh yeah, that I did.
Did you like it?
I think it was too much like the original. I think that they could have spiced it up a little bit and tried their own stuff. I think it was almost sounded like Katatonia's original, but with a different vocalist.
Did you like it?
I liked it, but as Niklas said, it's yeah.
What do you think about covering songs?
I think it's cool if you make your own kind of twist to it, and it doesn't feel like you're just taking a recipe and baked your own cake out of like a mold. It has to be something, you need to bring something new to the table if you're gonna do a cover.
Is there a song you would like to cover with Katatonia?
Ooh, good question. Mojo?
I'd like to cover songs that aren't typically Katatonia,
Right.
but still has some sort of Katatonia vibe to them. I would like to cover like old metal songs, like old Venom and stuff,
Oh,
because I think that we could make them justice, keeping their vibe and still find something Katatonia-ish in the melodies and stuff. So I'd like to do something like that. Older songs in general.
okay. And speaking about the sound of the new album, it went more progressive. Is that something you planned or it just naturally happened?
It's just a natural evolution of the music. Something that just progresses about like according to what influences Jonas and Anders at the time. I have a hard time believing it's like a thought out scheme or any like plan. It's just something that happens based on influences and what goes on in their head at the moment.
And I know it's early, but are you guys already thinking about the next album?
A little bit thinking about it, but it's really premature stage.
Okay, so what are your plans after this tour?
It's short break at home, and then we're heading out to UK. I think it's like 9 days in between or something like that. And then we're hitting the good old UK for a couple of days. Because on the European tour we only played London, so now we're covering the rest of the area.
Are you guys planning on coming back here soon?
We have the Prog Power date already booked for the fall. So, yep, we're coming back.
Okay, thank you for the interview and good luck with the rest of the tour.
Thank you
very much.